Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Lucky Felt. My name is Todd Hoover, and I create roulette strategies for you guys to evaluate, determine if you like them or not. Everything on my channel is going to be for free, so please like and subscribe to the channel and share this information with anybody that you may know that would like the infotainment that I am providing. Today's strategy is a very interesting strategy. It's called the ICY HOT Strategy. No, it's not the icy hot that you put on your arms when you have muscle aches. This is a dynamic roulette strategy that plays both cold and hot double streets. You start by targeting the two coldest double streets. If you lose, you begin a progression by adding the recent hot double street to your bet and increasing your wager. The system has a built-in limit of never allowing you to bet more than 5 double streets at once. The ultimate goal is to achieve a new session profit high and then reset the entire system. Okay? You need to make sure your double streets are, you're betting them correctly. The first double street is going to be 1 to 6. Double street 2 is going to be 7 to 12. DS3 is 13 to 18. DS4 is 19 to 24, DS5, 25 to 30, and DS6, 31 to 36. So within the dozens, you either pick the left side or the right side. Don't pick a middle double street. If that makes sense to you guys? Okay, so let's get started. We'll play this at $200. Dollar units, $500 bankroll. $5 units, $1,000 bankroll. $10 units, $2,000 bankroll. So let's get ahead and mark our numbers, and I'm going to use the splits at the bottom to mark it. It's easier to see for me to find the double street. That's going to be our next bet, 30 and 1. So it's the 2 dozens in the middle, and that's our first bet, and we're spinning, and we got a 32, so that's a loss. So what we do is just rebet, add that 32 double street in, and double up. And the nice thing about this, even though you are martingaling, you can only martingale 4 times. Well, actually, you could martingale more than that, but if you lose 5 times in a row, then you're just resetting. Okay, there's a 4. Okay, we're back at 0. And since we're at 0 and our bets aren't too high, I'm going to continue on. You could just reset if you wanted to. And there's a 7. So now we're going to have to add to the 7. So they each have $4 on them because they're $12. 1, 2, 3, 4. An easy way to check is just to put your finger over the top, and then you should be able to see. And now we're going to double, and we're spinning. Looking for that elusive profit. Okay, there we go. So we missed that. 32 divided by 4 is 8. So there's going to be 8 on here. And double and spin. If we lose here, we just reset. Okay, 24. But we got the win. That's a $16 win. And let's take that off. And we're spinning. We're down 28. If we get this win, we should be in session profit. Let's see, we got a 29, 32. We're up $4. Okay, that was working for $4. The system's usually a lot cleaner than that, but let's go ahead and reset and show you how it's supposed to work. And a 4, so it's 13, 16, 31, 34. Okay, we're up $4. That's our new session high. And there's a 33. So now we're going to be up $8. So we rebet and spin, and we take that one off. Now we look for the next coldest one. So it's not in the, it's going to be in the first 12, and it's going to be number 1, 4. Okay, there's our double street, 1, 4. We're up $8. And a 0. Now when you get a 0, it's in the rules. If you read the description below, it'll tell you what to do if you hit a 0, and all you do is just double your bet. If you win, you can reset. If not, then you just add the numbers like you normally do. Okay, so we won that, so we can just reset back down, and let's go. So we know the 1316 is we're going to be playing that, so that's 1. And then the 5 hit, the 33, 29, 24, so it's going to be the 710. We're up $14. And we got a 14, so that should be a win. Finally, on that 1316 finally hit, so we take that off. And then we look at our bet. 5's hit, 1316, so it's going to be 24 or 22, 20, this double street. I hope I picked the right one. And if not, it's not a huge deal, but it worked. Okay, so we take that double street off. And now we are up 22. And now we look for our next double street. So we know the middle's out and 5 out. So it's going to be in the third 12. So it'll be this one. Right there. Okay, now we're spinning. $2 bet. We're already up 22 bucks. It's a pretty nice system. And then we're going to add the 1922 double street into that bet. And double up and spin. $8 is a win. And as you can see, we're going to be up $26. That's a new session profit. So let's mark our streets so we know where to bet. 21, 21, 14. So the second has 5. So it's actually the two high ones here. And you can double check. The last time it's hit, it's been all the way down at the 33. So that is it. And we are spinning. Got our bet set. Now we're going to add the first double street in. You're going to double and spin. 26 was our high. And there's a 2. And as you can see, look, there we got 30. So since that was a hot double street that we hit, it went back to back. Just clear your bets out. And then you don't even have to search. You know these two are your cold double streets. And we're spinning 23. So now we'll add that double street in and double up. And if you win here, you can always reset or you can continue on. Let's see what happens. If we win, we may just continue on. But we didn't. So then now what we're going to do is we're going to add the next double street in. Right here, and these are going to be at $2 each because each of these, as you can see, are at $2. Okay, so then we double and we spin. $28, I believe, was our high, maybe 30. Okay, we lost that, so then we put that double street in, and these are at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double and spin. And a 13. So we should have got the win. And we did. So repeat, bet, take the 13 off. And spin. We're down to the $32 bet. And 19. And that's a hit. And we're at $30. That's a new session high. So let's just go ahead and reset. 19, 13, 15, 9, 23, 2. So it's going to be still the third dozen there. And we're spinning. And we get a 14, so we'll add that double street in. Rebet, add that double street in and double up. And we were at $30, remember that? And we got a 34, that should be a win. And we can reset, and we know 25, 28 hasn't hit in a long time. And we know 34 just hit, so it's not going to be that. And we know 14 just hit, so it's not going to be in the second 12. So it's going to be in the first 12, and it'll be this one right here. The 1-4 double street. And we got a 26. So we got the win there. So we repeat, bet, take this off. Come on, you. This mark, we can go ahead and mark it so y'all can see how I'm doing it. 34, 14's over here, 19's over here. So now we're back to the first dozen and we're spinning. We're up 38. And there's a 16, so we'll add that double street in. Repeat, add that double street, double up, and spin. And 33. Okay, so we'll add that in at $2. 1, 2, double up, and spin. And 28. And this will be our last double street. Rebet. 1, 2, 3, 4, double up, and spin. Okay, 2. I got the win. Rebet, spin, take that off. And let's see, 8. There we go, 32. That is correct. I accidentally took one off I shouldn't have. And a 17. And that's a win, and we're up to 38. Okay, so we play 17. That just hit. And then it's 2, 28, 33. So it looks like it's 19, 22, 7, 10. And we'll bet those. And we're spinning. And we get an 11. So that's a win. Excellent. Hold on one second, guys. There we go. Now we're going to reset our bets here. So the 11 hit. Let me get my glasses, guys. Hold on one second here. Okay, let's see. Now we got the 17 hit. Oh, see? That's what I'm talking about. Got to put them on the right double streets. 2 hit, 28 hit. So it's 31, 34, 7, 10. Okay. And we're spinning. We're up $42. And we hit a 15, so we'll add that double street in. 13, 16 double street. And double and spin. Let's see what we get here. And a 26, so we'll add that double street in. At $2. 1, 2, double and spin. And we'll get a 21. So we'll add that double street in at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and double and spin. And there's a 20. There's a win. Repeat. Rebet. Take that 20 off. And we're spinning. Take the double street off that is associated with the 20. And there's a win. 16. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go for one more win, guys. We're at $42. You could have reset, but I am going to go for one more win. If I don't hit it, no big deal. I just add back in. Bets are pretty low right now. They're at 8. About to go to 16. But if you do this, you'll see that your profits dramatically increase. So you got a 23. So we had that double street in. 16. So 16. And we're, oh, I forgot to double. I am an idiot, guys. So in that instance, just take the $16 win. Let's go ahead and double and repeat. That was my fault, guys. Screwed up the system. Let's make sure it doesn't hurt us. And there's a $32 win. And let's take the 28 off. And we're spinning. And 36. That should be a new session profit of 66. So let's reset. It didn't hurt us, even though I made a mistake. If you make a mistake, just hop back on the horse and try again. So it looks like it's going to be, everything's pretty high. So the first three, so I'm going to play the first dozen. Very seldom do you have 3 double streets that haven't hit. But we're going to play the 2 in the first dozen. And there's a 27, so we'll add that double street. Add the double street, double up, and spin. 2. That is a win. So let's take that one off. And let's not reset. Let's just stay right where we are at 2. And spin. See what we're going to have to add. Yeah, we're not going to add anything because now we have to reset because we only got 1. Okay, so the 11 and 2 hit, so the first dozen's out. 27, 36 hit, so it's the second dozen that we're going to be playing. And we got $2 on there. And a 2. And that seems to be very hot. 2, 11, 2. So we'll rebet, add that double street in, double it up, and spin. Hope you guys are liking this system. It seems pretty safe to me. I like it. It's got the stop loss on it. You know what? If you hit the stop loss, you hit it. Just take your losses, and you could always get more aggressive with the system. You don't have to play it super safe like I'm doing. I'm being a little bit more aggressive because we started off with the 2. Well, now I'm not because we had to reset. But I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive on these to try to increase our profits a little faster here. Shorten up the video. And there's 1. So see, we got a $12 win. So we're going to take this off. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay, we're going to stay right here at 4. We're not going to reset back down to 1. And we get a 25. And guess what, guys? We have to reset back down to 1, but we're at 106. So now we go, and 4 was over here, 19's right there, 28's right there. It's already marked, 2's marked, 11's marked. So it's 13, 16, 31, 34. So let's clear this out because those are big. And then now we're just going to go back to $1. We're 106. See, manipulate the system, modify it. You can make it more aggressive, less, it's pretty non-aggressive right now. Even though you're doubling, it's kind of strange to say that with a martingale system, but you're limiting your stops to 5. If you lose, just reset. 106 was our high. We got a win there. So let's just take that one off. And let's spin. See what we get right here. At 35. Is that another win? Why, Job, it is. Okay, so we know 13, 16 is 1. And the third dozen's out. So we're looking at the second 12 or which is out now because 19 hit. So it's going to be the 710. So there's our 2 double streets, and we'll start again. 24. So we'll add that double street in and double up. Simple pattern, guys. Just got to remember to double up. Don't be an idiot like me and forget. And rebet. I mean, you could play it super safe and not double up and just add the streets and remove them as you win. And that might be another system for you guys to look at. Let's see what we got here. 21. And another win. This is how the system should be working. 130. So let's rebet. And we're going to know 710 is one of ours. And then 21 and 16. That means the second 12's out. 35 and 29. So it's going to be the first 12. And we're at 130. We're at 134. Rebet and spin. Let's take this sucker off here. So we know the 5's out. 21.16, so it's 24, 35, 25.28 is going to be our next one. And we're spinning at 134. And we get an 8, so we're going to add that double street. Oh, no, we have that double street. I apologize. I thought we were on the first double street. Okay, so now let's see what we got here. We've got 8 and 5. That tells me the first dozen's out. 21 and 16 tells me the second dozen's out. So we're going to play the third dozen. The 2 double streets and the third dozen. And we're spinning. So we'll add the 23 in. And we'll rebet and spin and double up. And we're spinning to win. Let's see what we get. 23. Again. Back to back. That's why we play the hot side. And let's not reset. Let's just stick because it's we're only at $4. $2 on each bet. Let's see if we can get some more profit here. There's a 25. Well, by Job, look at that. We're at 150. And 31, 34 is, we know we're going to be playing that. 25 just hit. 23 just hit. So those 2 are out. So it's the first 3 double streets we're looking at. 8 just hit and 5. So it's going to be 13, 16. And we're spinning. And there's a 7. So we'll add that in. Double up and spin. Guys, when you're playing any roulette strategy, if you're playing on a machine, if you're playing at a live table, there's one thing I do suggest is play with a clear mind. Don't be drinking. Have fun with it, but make sure your mind's clear. Never play for more than an hour if you're on an electronic machine, and maybe a couple of hours if you're on a... this just keeps winning, doesn't it? If you're on a live table. Always take a break. You know, go get something to drink, walk around, and then restart. You can always restart. You know, never lose on a hot streak. Never quit on a hot streak. But do take those breaks once you do lose. But make sure you're in session profit. So 16, 19. There's the 9. There's the 7. There's the 25 and 23. So it looks like it's the extremes. 1, 4, 31, 34. Got a $2 bet. We're at 162. Almost there, guys. And we got a 1. So we got the win. Then we got 34 there. And now we got 1, 16, 9. So the first dozen's out. 25. So it's 23. So it's actually going to be 19 to 22 split. Okay. And we're spinning. And we get to 23. And we just keep hitting these on the 2 double streets, guys. It's making our progress a little bit slower. But let's go. 23 hit. So we go 23, 1, 16. I should be marking it for you guys so you can see how I pick them. And that's the 2 coldest double streets, or the 2 double streets in the third dozen. And there's a 13. Almost hit the 36. So we'll add that 13 double street in. 1, double up and spin. Okay, there's a 20. We'll add that double street in. At $2 each. Now remember, make sure your bets are correct. And double up and spin. And we got a 3. So this is our last double street, guys. And we're going to add $4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double up and spin. So if it hits the 7, 10 or the zeros, we just reset. But we got the win. And rebet and just take that off here. And we're spending $32 bet. We're at 154. There's 14. And we'll take that off. And we'll just continue instead of resetting. Oops, put that one back on. Apologize. There we go. $24. We're at 170. Let's see what 11 is going to be a miss. So we're at $8 a piece. So we're going to go 8. And then we're going to double. And we're spinning. See what we get. Trying to be a little bit more aggressive with it instead of resetting. Okay, there's a $32 win. There's 178. Let's take this puppy off. It's your choice, guys. You can decide to play it safe and reset, or you can try to go for it. If you're feeling lucky, I'm trying to go for it here, trying to shorten up this video. There's a 28, which means we're going to add that back in. And we're going to be at $16 a piece, I believe, right? Yeah, we are. So let's just go. That was a 28, right? So it's going to be 5, 10, 15, 16, and then we're doubling. Okie dokie. See what we get here. There's a 36. So that's going to be our last double street. And these are now at 32, 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, double up and spin. See what we get. And we get 31, so that's going to be a win. Take that off. And we're spinning. And a 21. And that's a win of $128. We're at 194. Let's just reset. Okay, no need in taking the big chance. Just for what, a couple dollars? 31, 36, 28. Third 12's out. 33, 11. So it's going to be 1, 4, 13, 16. If we hit this, guys, we should be able to call it a... Oh, we're going to be $2 short. Let's see if we hit it. There's a 35 that we didn't. So we're going to add our double street in. Double up and spin. Trying to get to 200. Almost there. There's a 5. And we got that win. And we're at 198. So let's just take that little puppy off and let's leave it at $2. And we missed that double street, so we're going to add $2 in and double up and spin. And 28. And that should give us our $206. There you go, guys. The ICY HOT system. You guys let me know what you think about it. I think this is better than... I'm going to make the bold prediction this is better than Kentucky Street's moving corners. And I'm going to try to get the Roulette Master to put the moving corners up against the system and see how they do. I just want to make sure that the denominations are the same when you start. But you guys have a great day. Leave comments below. Tell me what you think. See you later.